We are back with some Contradiction. We found one in the... I wasn't expecting the sudden 6 p.m. Alright, we're going to comb the streets. But yes, we... There's a left? I didn't realize it was a left. Oh, irrelevant. I'm trying to work out what we did. We only really got to talk to the two in the house, right? Simon and the other one? It's been a bit. Okay, yeah. So, Kate, dead. Screwdriver, stolen. Pendant, found. Freedom necklace, weird. Simon's homebrew, revealed he had a friend somewhere, I think. Silver key, don't know where it is. And we're playing Detective Jenks, I think? I think his name is Jenks? The pub's now open, so we're going in. I don't know why a pub doesn't open before 6 p.m, but... I think, as I recall, we're going to talk to the landlady here? Maybe?
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
Every time someone says Rebecca, the only thing I can think of is Rebecca, and it's the vine.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few
What do you mean you
questions
suppose you
about
are?
Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Now, I'll remind you, I'm not actually a police officer, so anything you say to me is legally binding, as long as I say it is. Okay, sure.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
Friday.
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Like, maybe she was just putting down like a tab, you know? I'd be like, I haven't broken a glass yet, but here's 20 quid, because I will. I will, most definitely will. Okay, they say Kate was very drunk. What do you think about this driver's license?
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
It was fairly reasonable, I think, all things considered. It's unlikely Rebecca would know about Simon's bike. What do you know about Simon's bike? Oh yes, of course, he took it from his cousin. He uses it to get back and forth for work, as you know the bus lines here are terrible. I agree, I'm glad we both had the same information. What about the screwdriver that I stole? Should ask about the freedom necklace rather than the pendant? Okay.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Don't really pay attention to, like... Wait a minute. She's seen students wearing the necklace, but none of them recently. That's clearly a contradiction, or time has passed between both of these sentences. What about Simon's homebrew? I guess you're a pub. You might know.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
So a microbrewery is just a brewery that's very, very small and makes very, very small beers. That's my headcanon. Drop silver key. Never know, people might recognize the key. Okay, is there a contradiction? Put down 20 quid. Hasn't seen the license before. Maybe there's some sort of meaning. I don't think these are contradictions. The time is crucial, I think. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, there's a restaurant. Never mind. I'm assuming the restaurant will become traversable at some point. What about behind the pub? I don't know why I couldn't come here earlier. Ah, breaking and entering. The ultimate detective move. God, Jenks always looks so pleased with himself.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Is that the same stuff that's on the back of the license? How do I do a compare? Okay, Vine's license. Try using this. There's no use for it. Damn it! Can I screwdriver the window? You're right, it's unlikely to have fixed it, but we're there. The key I picked up at the village hall. Oh, that audio. Ow. More breaking and entering. There's no mystery that Detective Jenks won't find. My god. A looky-loo. Oh no, this is where they keep the Greek god out. Oh, never mind. Ah. I see we're into
this is.
the occult.
Or Ryan's.
I will steal this. There's no such thing as tampering with evidence when you're a detective. Let me see the shelves.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Damn it. If only I had the ability to see in the dark. You win this round. I guess I did re-padlock it, but I did also then take the key back with me. Wait. Was there a looky-loo button? No, I thought not. Fair enough. Alright, so we've done a lot of theft. If we can find a torch, or for my American viewers, a flashlight, I guess, then we can potentially see what's behind those shelves. Eden Lodge. Simon, the other one. Emma, I knew your name. I'm back with questions.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Right. Is there anything... No, not really. Broken pub window. What do you know about the window?
Anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
That's right, the words liar all in capitals. Liar! Didn't she say she only drinks wine? I'm pretty sure they serve wine at a pub, but... Only drinks wines... Doesn't like beer. It's clearly a contradiction with... this. That's fair enough. Cardboard mask. What do you know about
Ever
this?
seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Have you ever watched the movie The Mask? What do you mean you've never heard of that movie? Hasn't seen The Mask before. Did they do any Atlas stuff? I don't think Emma did, right? She was she just went to college with them. Didn't see Kay very often, and yet you were with a friend. No, that's fair. You could have other friends.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Simon, I just came over here to tell you that Rebecca hates your microbrewery. And with good reason.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Yes, but how do you feel about pugs, as in the dog? Doesn't know anything about broken pub window, hardly ever visits a pub. Wait a minute. No, I guess this is all fine. Tried selling it, but only sold it to James. Did you try selling it at the pub? No, yeah, that's fair. What do you know about the mask?
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really? How?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
With the mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
Oh yes, I keep it adorned on my mantle.
To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Interesting, interesting. Ryan report around the Atlas course. Master is doing anything. Doesn't really recognize this particular one. Very well.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
No contradictions at the moment. Or I'm missing them. All possible. Cutscene. You're right, mate.
Who is it?
I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to.
I was just going.
I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Right.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
The farmhouse.
And what's your name?
Farewell! It's me, the mysterious drinking lake man. I have no superpowers, and I'm very lonely. And, you know, just go a casual look at the jetty, you know. End of the woodland. Can't go to Alice without looking at the woodland. Yoo-hoo! Let me in! Oh my god, it worked. I'm here to look at the cold. Well, I can either leave or go to the atrium.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Well, then I'll immediately try to not go towards the main quest and go towards the reading room. I have made a mistake. There is no reading that happens in that room. To the lounge! Let's try again! Third time's the charm. If you do it 4 times, there's an achievement. Never mind. Back into the reading room. And now if I look at the bookcase, it will have... No, never mind. I guess I'll leave. I go to Rebecca. I found a contradiction in your story. Nobody works at Atlas. The building is empty. Walking in the woods. Continuing to the lake junction. Then right to the woods entrance. And then right to Woods Lane. All our roads in England are named that way. Like, is it near Woods? Woods Lane. How can you find it? Look for the woods. I don't really think they've got any contradictions. No, not back into the woods. Back to Woods Lane. Everywhere I go, there's woods. Now I'm at North Road because it goes north. What's in my inventory? I guess I can ask her about the mask and the thing and the thing and the, you know, all of it. Rebecca!
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I bet if somebody rings that bell, everybody hates them.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are, suitable.
I have a feeling Rebecca could kill a man. You know? She strikes me as having the cold-blooded instinct necessary. Window broken Friday at a time. Near enough around Kate? Ooh, for a breakage. Window breakage. Damn it. Maybe I'll just do time to time. Time to time. Window broken. Nope, nothing. Very well. Rebecca is strict about borrowing clients, and yet Kate got drunk here all of the time. Never mind. Didn't see who Kate was with. Could have been one of the 2 girls. Nothing. Interesting. Maybe we need to ask her more things. What do you think about this?
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
I tried.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student?
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Okay. What about this?
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Yeah, I didn't really get any information about that, to be honest. Students to roleplay? Didn't you say something about not knowing students? Students wearing a necklace? Were they the same ones who roleplayed? Not really a contradiction. Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
We leave the pub. And we go, I guess, back up to Wood Lane.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Emma, what do you know about this?
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
didn't see Kate very often, but went once to an Atlas meeting. Nah. Okay. Hadn't seen the mask before. Only went to Atlas once. Again, not really a contradiction. Again, more supporting evidence. Necklace called a freedom necklace? There's a clock in the background or something. Appear to use your usual self. No, nothing.
Thank
Simon!
you. Probably be back later.
I have more questions. Actually, no, you gave me all of this stuff.
Thank you. Probably
Damn
be
it.
back later.
Maybe I can find that one guy who just fled into the distance. Where did he go? He just kind of walked off in, like, that direction. Maybe his house was in the village? We've not really gone down here. I'm here for Brandon House. And I've got a mask. No, that's probably not going to help. We know the key's not for that. I need, like, a light. No use for the freedom necklace here. What if I want freedom?
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Oh. Does going up the steps make me leave? Where does this go? A greenhouse? A tractor? And what appears to be like a miller. Ah, breaking and entering. We're back.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
My god. Whoever's this is has a hobby. Did I steal it? Or did I just note it down? Well, ding dong. Oh my god, not so aggressively, Jenks.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time.
Yeah, all of this is happening over the course of an hour. Oh, this is a proper old farmhouse.
Where do you want
this
to
is.
sit? Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
I think they filmed this on like a directional mic.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Wow, I've got a lot of things to ask you. What do you know about Kate?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Okay.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
I'd recognise a freedom necklace if ever I saw one.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
What do you think about Simon's homebrew?
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Interesting. What do you know about the broken pub window?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Were you barred? What do you think about
Ever
this?
seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. We'll break and enter, but we won't ask a follow-up.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
What about the photo frames?
What's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
It's a mirror used for scrying.
Show you one if you want.
It's a 5th level spell, available to druids and clerics. Need a mirror worth at least 100 gold coins.
Scrying goes back
D&D.
centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. The mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
I can tell you what, if he likes Black Mirror, there's a show for him that's going to come out in about 6 years that he'll love. It's called Scrying Mirror. Nothing to do with Black Mirror. Okay. What is a contradiction? Is there one? Oh.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike?
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Interesting. Okay. Can't remember the last time we saw Kate. Didn't socialise with a new Kate through Simon's girlfriend, Emma. Doesn't know if Kate lost a license. Doesn't know about Simon's bike. Last saw Simon a month ago. I feel like the homebrew thing, I don't know how recent that is. So, where was it? It was the bike, right? Last saw someone a month ago, but you said the homebrew is very strong. You've clearly tried the homebrew. I guess it was a month ago. Doesn't reckon the cardinal necklace. Traded as herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Was that recent? Does that count? No, nothing. We didn't really get anything other than this to show people. Did you make it out of the broken window by any chance? Hasn't been to the pub for 2 months. But Simon drinks all the time.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, there's one thing I think we can try, but I kind of need it to be, like, explosive in terms of the result. Otherwise I'm, not really sure what to do. So there's one thing I can think, which is that Rebecca said that she put plasters
A few more questions,
over
please.
the window.
Thank you.
Taped over the broken window to make it safer. And doesn't recognize that same tape on the license. Damn it. But it's the same. What are the odds they have the exact same tape? What do you think about this?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Well, this is productive.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
What if I reflect the light off the mirror and it lights up the rest of... No, unlikely. Now I think about it, yeah, probably not going to happen. I'm back.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do you think about this?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Just meant to stare into it and yell Beelzebub 800 times.
So you just stare like this, and then you see.
See what?
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
Damn it. If she'd just seen Kate, we could have asked her. James was selling him last Friday. What were you doing last Friday? You last saw her on Thursday. Did she buy one from James last Friday? No. Demonstrator, use the mirror, says the mirror doesn't work. Thinks James is creepy. I don't disagree.
Thank you.
Simon.
Probably be back later.
What do you think about this, Simon?
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
I will. There has to be something more. I can't only have one contradiction in this game so far for a game that is called Contradiction. I mean, James is into New Age mysticism, which you didn't like, and then also you used masked. That's gotta be the same, right?
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to Atlas, I guess, and see if anybody's in. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Going into the woods. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Heading towards the big building. Why would they have the gate open but nobody's here? Lounge. Maybe I need to summon him. With a black scrap. No, never mind. Hello, I'm here for the Atlas Life. No. I'm wearing them up. No. I have homebrew. Delicious homebrew. Oh, there's a quick movement. That makes sense. Well, there's only one thing for it. We're going to have to call the chief. But we're going to do it in the next one. Bye for now.